Hello there, good morning. I'm excited to welcome you to our final episode on anxiety. We started this teaching 3 weeks ago, and then in the first week we talked about the ability to think positive thoughts in order to overcome anxiety. The second week we talked about the ability to simply live in the moment by thanking God for how far He's brought you instead of being perplexed about the future. Last week we talked about the ability to simply say no. Yes, we know you love to help people, but in order not to put yourself in a state of being anxious, sometimes you have to simply say no. Now, today I'll be sharing two practical tips that will help you in order to overcome anxiety. Number one, today, your circle of trust. Show me your friend, and I'll tell you exactly who you are. So, who are your friends? Who are the people you move around with? Now, when faced with anxiety, you must be able to build a healthy relationship with people you can actually run to, and then they counsel you, and it will help you overcome anxiety. So, who are your friends? Scripture speaking in Proverbs 11, verse 14 says, "Where there is no counsel, the people fall. But in the multitude of counselors, there is safety." Where there is no counsel, the people fall. But in the multitude of counselors, there is safety. So, who are your friends? Who are the people you run to for counseling when faced with anxiety? You must be able to build a very, very healthy relationship. Move around with positive people that can help counsel you. And then, once you talk to someone who's well enlightened, someone who's knowledgeable in the ways of life. Once you run to that person and he or she talks to you and counsels you, trust me, you'll be able to avoid or overcome anxiety. So the number one way to overcome anxiety today is your circle of trust. Remember, show me your friend and I'll tell you exactly who you are. Think about it. Number two, today I'll be talking about your ability to simply speak over yourself. When faced with anxiety, you must be able to open your mouth and speak over yourself. Now listen, there is power when your pastor speaks over your life. There is power when your mentor speaks over your life. There is power when your mom or your dad speaks over your life, but there's much more potency when you open your own mouth and speak over your life. There is power in the spoken words, but there's much more power when you open your mouth and speak. So when you find yourself in that ugly situation that is getting you anxious, simply open your mouth and speak. Your pastor will not come and speak for you. Your mother will not come and speak for you. Your mentor will not come and speak for you. Open your mouth and confess positive words. Speak positive words to that situation. Now in Luke 21 verse 15, it says, "Because I will give you such words and wisdom that none of your enemies will be able to refute or contradict what you say." Because I will give you such words and wisdom that none of your enemies will be able to refute or contradict what you say. Proverbs 12:14 says, "One can be filled with good as the result of one's words, and one gets the reward one's deeds deserve." One can be filled with good as the result of one's words, and one gets the reward one's deeds deserve. You can be filled with good as a result of one's words. Open your mouth and speak. Now listen, sometimes we speak negative words over people and over our life and we see it come to pass. Then how much more when you open your mouth and speak positive words? So when you find yourself in that anxious situation, don't go calling your pastor, don't go calling your mentor. Open your mouth and speak. Because the moment you open your mouth and speak, God Himself will honor you. You want to overcome anxiety? Learn to open your own mouth and speak. So number two today, speak over yourself. Speak positive words over yourself. There is much more power and potency when you open your own mouth and speak. So hey, learn to speak positive words over yourself. I trust you ponder on this and it will help you. Trust me. I really want to appreciate, every one of you for making our time to be a part of my teaching on anxiety. And I trust that with these basic tips, you will be able to overcome anxiety for life. Thank you very much and have the very best of time. God bless you.